Hello, 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 everybody, and happy Sunday afternoon. Happy Sunday afternoon to everybody. Welcome, 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 y'all. Come on in, come on in. Um, y'all already know it's all over the place, it's everywhere. But y'all come on in, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button for me. And please keep in mind that everything that I say, it is alleged and it is in my very own opinion. It's for entertainment purposes only. But y'all, please come on in, come in, come in. Um, yes, I have already dropped the link, because I would love for y'all to come up and share y'all thoughts or inputs. Sometimes I know it can be a lot just trying to write or put all this stuff in the chat. So if your heart desires for you to pop on up here with your girl, that's what you do. But yes, y'all, please come on in. Um, if you're in the bushes swinging over there, come on in, hit the like button for me. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. But yes, we still have a few minutes, so y'all come on in. Thank you. Oh Lord. Mm, I know it's a lot of people going live, um, talking about this, sharing their opinions. You know, a lot of people have been triggered. So, y'all come on in. Just come on in. Hey, beautiful. You the person that I would hope will pop in this chat because something was said about all of this stuff going around, and you just touched on it the other day. And what it
Mhm.
was, somebody said that Mel should have this and Mel should have that, and Mel. But I remember you said just the other day that Mel is letting God fight her battles. She
Mhm.
don't have to act and all of that stuff. It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. I tell you, I, well, I do understand. I want to say, when you just lost for word, you want to say, I don't understand. But yes, we
Yeah.
do understand. We do.
Yes.
And we have to not be surprised as people of God. Stop being surprised. Mel is not Jesus, and they tried to kill him and they crucified him. Come on here.
Yes.
So we're not surprised at what demons do. This is what they do. They're on their job.
On
And
their
that's
job.
okay. That's right. That's okay. Because it takes them doing all of this for God to make that move. Remember, I gave y'all Psalm 83?
Yes.
Be not still, O Lord. Keep not quiet, my God.
Mm-hmm.
Hold not your peace. But see, God, there are certain demons that exist because they haven't touched his. But the moment they touch his, then God can do what needs to be done according to their unrighteousness. You say, well, they've been evil toward her, they've been it, but they hadn't been this low.
Mm-hmm.
And the dirt and stuff that they did to her, they've reaped that 10 times over. Just look at
Yes.
Markel. No job, no money, nobody want to be around him, no real friends, no wife, no family. Even his cockabine, she don't really want him no more. She talks about him like a dog. So he's reaped that. But
Mm.
there come a time in order for God to take you out, you got to go to a whole nother level so God can go to another level.
Yes.
And that's what has happened. Now, don't you bet too long because you're going to be hearing some strange things.
Ooh. Mm.
Glory to God. Now we're going to see the judgment of God. It has been in operation and it
Yeah.
has been happening, but it's been in ways that sometimes we don't pay attention to. If we stop and look back, yeah, I see God's judgment. I see God moving against the wicked, but now they're on another level. So is God. He said, if you
Mm-hmm.
go to hell, I'm there. They just went to hell. He
They
there.
should. They sure did. Hey, Miss Faith. Hey, Miss Cheryl. H. Tough. Welcome, y'all. Ooh. They said it was over there on what they saying, Follow or somewhere. The
Yeah, that's
clip
where
or
it's
whatever.
over there.
But
It's
but you
there.
know what? He didn't want to put it out like he planned, but he knew that it would get out. So it's out there. Everybody, the children, and nobody cares about the children.
Mm-mm. But God
Don't you
does. That's the
yeah,
thing. See, we are emotionally involved. So
mm-hmm,
we are speaking right now with our feelings. This is not
right.
this is not feelings. This is spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
We got to step back, people of God, step back. Get your feelings out the way. Yes, you feel hurt and you feel angry and you feel upset and you feel all of this. That's just your flesh. And it accomplishes nothing but the spirit realm. Oh, you have been given the spirit of Almighty God. Now,
Mm-hmm.
instead of repeating what the enemy is saying, what does God say? Say what he say and see what he do.
Mm,
That's how we operate.
mm, 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 mm.
And the people that are playing that thing, they're playing it, and it's just perpetuating it because more people are getting negatively affected.
Yep.
More people are having headaches all of a sudden just getting in from church, and all of a sudden they got a headache, and they're angry, and so that lets you know that that lets you know it's demonic, because who other than God can affect so many people at one time?
Mm-hmm.
Who but God can do that? Can affect so many people all across the country at one time? Nothing but the devil. It's either God or Satan.
Yep.
So now it has been confirmed. These people are, no matter what you thought, now you know
Mm-hmm.
they are demonic.
Demonic. Yep.
They are tools of Satan fighting against the spirit of God in this woman.
Absolutely. Did you see all those people? I know you did. I heard all those people sitting up there on that stage. And like Mel said, they had a conference call came against her,
Yeah.
all for herself.
Yeah, they did their thing, and that's what they do. And I just want us to not be shocked. I can't stress it enough, because if we shocked by what he do, then we don't know the ways of the enemy, which
Mm-hmm.
means it can happen to us too. We got to know his ways. See, Mel sit there and she was flabbergasted that you would do this in my face, but she was not shocked at the works of the devil.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Because if she'd have been shocked, baby, please, she'd have lost it.
Mm-hmm.
She'd have lost it. There's many people right now that's professing Christ. If that had been them sitting on that stage, they'd have
Ooh.
been leaving in handcuffs.
Apostle, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Because
But
we
see, she wasn't shocked by that. The Bible says, be not deceived. He will fool the very elect if he can. So evidently, everybody that's in shock
mm-hmm.
was fooled that they wouldn't go that far. I know they'll lie. I know that, but demons go low as they can go. You got to
Mm,
know this. When you know it, you're not shocked by nothing you see, nothing you hear, but you have a word for it. You got a word for it, the word of God, to counterattack that enemy.
mm.
I'm not shocked at all. I say she stayed too long. I spoke
Yeah.
that the other day. I said she stayed too long.
Yes, she did, but she had to go. Break this here.
Yeah, yeah. See, maybe 6 months ago or a year ago, had she been there, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. They wouldn't have had time to
Right.
regroup and all this stuff. But if we are, whatever reason it is, that we hang on in a situation that's not of God,
Mm-hmm.
we can expect this.
Yeah.
We can expect this. We
Yeah.
in an unholy place. What I told y'all, except a strong man be taken down. You in his house.
Mm-hmm.
You in his house. He got authority in his house. And
Mm,
the head gave the authority. Y'all do this. And you say this. And you say that. And I want you to look shocked. And I want you
mm-hmm.
to lean. Oh, the director was in charge. Did you?
He was.
He covered his face with the paper and he leaned in his chair and he looked sincere when he asked the question. But when the answer came, it just tickled him all the way to his bones. You could see
Mm-hmm.
it in his eyes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you got to understand, everybody said, "But how did everybody on that stage sit there, say nothing, do nothing, didn't speak up for her? She was in their house.
Mm-hmm.
She was in their house.
Mm-hmm.
They have a spiritual allegiance, alignment. They're connected by the spirits of hell, envy, jealousy, greed, malice, hatred, confusion, strife. Those are all spirits from hell, and each one of them carries some of them, and they cousins, they family. So
Mm.
naturally, she stood there, the light in the darkness.
The
The Bible
light in
say
the
the
darkness.
yeah. The Bible say that the whole earth turned dark
Mm.
as they crucified the king. What y'all call her? Queen?
Mm.
Y'all better pay attention and see what God is doing.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Now comes resurrection, baby.
Mm.
Hey, glory. Now comes resurrection time. They done already crucified the flesh. Her flesh is dead. She didn't move. She didn't back down. She didn't take out running and crying. She didn't jump nobody. She didn't cut nobody's throat. But the Bible say he said not a word. Huh?
Mm.
Y'all better pay
Mm-hmm.
attention. Y'all better pay attention because you looking at Bible.
Mm-hmm.
You
Absolutely.
looking at Bible here. God is teaching us in these end times how to do it because there are some cross bearers coming against us. Whether it
Mm-hmm.
be a family member, whether it be an ex, whether it be a wayward child, they coming. We in the
Mm-hmm.
end times. They don't have a choice. They got to come. They on assignment from Satan.
Mm.
Are
Mm.
you ready? Hey, God said, I'm going to show you something. Are you ready?
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
All these people that's playing the clips, I hope they channels, I hope you don't strike their channels or whatever, but
I wish they wouldn't play it because
I do too.
we
I do
talked
too.
about this the other day. If I'm
Yes.
for you,
Mm-hmm.
why am I helping to get your mess out there against who I love?
Mm-hmm.
What am I getting out of this? I can talk
Mm-hmm.
about you without showing that trash. I can talk about what I heard, what I saw, what's going on without putting it out there for millions or more people to see and take clips and pass it on and do this.
And that has to be so triggering for Mel.
Of course it is. But think
Mm.
about her mother.
Yes.
The Bible say Jesus told I think that was Peter, one of the disciples. He say, that be your mother now. He was giving care over his mother to somebody else because he knew he was leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Think about her
Mm.
mother. How
Mm.
do you bear to see your child suffer in silence? Ah, but ain't nothing new under the sun. Mary, Jesus' mother did that. She saw her son carrying a
Mm-hmm.
cross. Come on now.
Mm.
So we ain't surprised by what's going on. Don't be surprised. Be prayerful.
No, don't be surprised. Get yourself right, y'all. Get get
Hmm.
get 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 ready. Get ready. Get ready.
I'm
Get your
telling you.
stuff together, y'all. I'm
Hmm.
telling you, all this evil stuff is not worth it. It
Mm-mm.
is not.
Mm-mm.
That's right. You better pay attention. Better pay attention. It ain't gonna be as long as it has been.
Mm-mm. Nope. No. And I
Mm.
tell you something else that ain't gonna be long now. The Bible says on the third day he rose. You say, well, how long for Mel get out of this before she's vindicated for this? The Bible say a day is like 1,000 years with the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Mm-hmm.
keep watching. Just keep watching. Just keep watching. Keep watching. He ain't never lost a case. He ain't finna start now.
Mm-mm.
Just
Mm-mm.
keep watching. All you got to do is just keep watching. Sometime less is more.
Less is more. Absolutely.
Less is more. You ain't got the answer. And I noticed this. After all this stuff been out there, they said we just seeing it, since the
Mm-hmm.
reunion time and all this.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been out there. It didn't get dropped that moment. It's been out there.
It's been out there. And
Yeah.
when Mel went live, she could have elaborated on it. But
Yeah.
guess what? She paid it
Mm-hmm.
dust. Okay,
Thank you.
there's no
That's what
mind.
I'm talking
What
about.
can
That's
she
what I'm
do?
talking about.
What can she do about it?
It's
She
right.
can't do nothing. People gonna think the way they want to think. It is what
Mm-hmm.
it is.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Lord
But
have
she
mercy.
know a man.
That
who
sits
can
high
do
and look
something
low.
about
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm down with that. I'm down with that because I've seen him do just what need to be done to those that come against his. All she
Mm.
got to do, he said, they that wait upon the Lord shall,
Now
not
we renew.
might,
Shall.
shall mount up on wings like an eagle. That
Mm-hmm.
means you're going to fly high and look down low.
Mm.
And he said, they that call upon me in the day of trouble, I will answer you. But when I answer, I'm going to show you great and mighty works that you know not of. So what
Mm-hmm.
you thought should be done to him, baby, I'm a supersede that. I'm God.
Mm.
I'm God. I'm a supersede what you thought vindication should look like. What you thought justice should look like. I'm going to show you justice. I'm God. I know how to touch them. I know how to put that thorn in their side that they have to live with every day of their life. See, they got children, and some of them got grandchildren, and they got mamas, and some of them got daddies. He said, I'm God. I know everything about them.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to slap them right there, right here, right now. But I'm God. I know their heart desire. I know what they prayed for last night. I know how they prayed and said, Lord, help me get on this show so I can promote my business. I've been a daycare worker for 30 years. Lord, I can do things for the children that I never did before. And then you got up there and you thought you were betraying her, but you
Mm-hmm.
betrayed me.
Mm-hmm.
Watch God work.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Hey
I
Miss Cheryl, hey Miss Maria, hey Miss Roberts running. Welcome y'all. It's 20 in here. Y'all please come in and hit the like button for me. Thank you. Mm. Miss
mm,
Roberts running says that G Squad and everyone, hello, G Squad, this cast CK and production has beyond disgusting. I guess is beyond disgusting.
mm-hmm,
Those nickels are straight evil. We gotta
mm-hmm,
shut this show all the way down. Hello, Justice, and speak it. Sad.
mm.
Mm.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what he doing now.
Yeah, he know this is vengeance.
Yeah.
This is vengeance. You gonna leave my show? Leave me high and dry when I'm using you to make my money, and
Make
you gonna
his
walk
money.
away? Oh no!
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you do, here, take this, take this, take this, take this. Yeah. But what you don't know is that whatsoever you sow, sir, you gonna reap it.
Gonna reap it.
Mm-hmm.
Now God knows you're gonna reap it. You're gonna see
Yes,
it
sir.
again.
Oh yeah, and it ain't gonna be long. No,
Mm.
man, it ain't gonna be long. It ain't gonna be long at all. Mm-mm.
That's the Lord Jesus. Here we go again. I tell y'all one thing: the YouTube streets, they might slow down, but they don't never stop.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
It don't never stop.
Mm-mm. And demons don't sleep. Mm-mm.
Tiff K, hello and welcome. I've never seen you over here before. You have to show me your face if you want to, if you're trying to come up. Hi,
Hello.
hi, and welcome. How are you today?
I'm okay. What y'all talking about? The reunion?
Yes.
What part y'all talking about?
We ain't really got into it. We just was just talking. Miss Justice, giving us some knowledge and stuff. So, do
Well,
you have
my
something?
initial thoughts are Destiny. I see why Mel left the show. I would leave too. I would not. Can you hear me? I don't know what happened.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I would not subject myself to such low brow,
Vibration.
disgusting sexual deviant behavior, and I see why she left. Before I let my name be tarnished and drugged through the mud and exploited for these weird twisted people, I would leave too. I think
Mm-hmm.
what Destiny did in that unaired footage was just really gross. I think Destiny is a really dangerous person and she's a liar. She's
Mm-hmm.
shameless. She's broke. She'll do anything for attention. She'll do anything to stay on TV. That
Mm-hmm.
lady is lying. I listened to what she said. Melody point blank asked her, did I ever do anything or say anything to you? No, no. Well, we had conversations. What conversations? Y'all talking about sex? That's what married couples do. I believe Destiny is the type of person, she's very strategic and she's manipulative and she
Mhm.
selectively edits out and leaves out pertinent facts. Were they probably all talking about sex or things about their relationships and marriages? Her, Chris, Nell, all of them? Yes.
Mhm.
Did
Mhm.
anybody try to? She said, well, we had these conversations. I spent the night at your house, but I never propositioned you. So if we doing all of this, if I'm laying the foundation for you to be groomed, and I'm laying the foundation for you to be groomed. You spend the night at my house. We having these conversations. So why wouldn't I go ahead and take the next step to engage in this threesome? So you say, because it never happened. Destiny is crazy. She's
Mhm.
ignorant. Something is wrong with her. She makes up stuff in her head.
Mhm.
She the same one that said Kimmy and Maurice wanted her. Remember, she
Mhm.
said that season 1 or 2, they wanted her. And Kimmy even said herself, why does this girl think everybody wants her?
Yep.
Something is really wrong with Destiny.
It
On top
is.
of that, she's manipulative, she's strategic. She's a very dangerous person to be around. And they were all laughing because it was about Mel. But
Mhm.
if she does that to her, she'll do it to anybody. She'll do it to you. If you turn on somebody who gave you money for lawyer fees, who helped you, and you want to turn around and take some conversations that y'all had when y'all were friends, that lady didn't proposition Destiny. That's a
Mhm.
whole bold-faced lie. And it's not because I'm taking up a Mel. I think she's perfect. Nobody's perfect. I don't think she's perfect. But I
Right.
don't believe Destiny for 1 minute when she said that lady was trying to engage. Even Martell said, did we try to engage in anything with you? No. So what the hell are you talking about, lady? You just
That-
saying some stuff because that's what you want to do because you are a liar and you like to twist things. Something is wrong with Destiny, and she is the worst of the highest order. She lies about,
mhm.
she just lies. And
Yeah,
when I
and then
saw
talking
those,
about she whenever she said something about Mel asked her to stay. Well, if you're supposed to be my friend, right? And
and
it's
you
like
going
in
through
the
this
wee hours.
terrible domestic violence situation, girl, come on, stay the night.
Yeah, but
Come sleep here.
it's in the wee hours of the morning, and you're supposed to be my friend. I'll feel safer for you to stay here versus getting out there on that highway. And especially, they probably had a couple of glasses of wine or whatever.
Right.
Just stay here. That doesn't mean I want you extrally.
But that's what I'm saying. Destiny is sick. That's where her mind goes to. Her mind goes to Destiny. But I'm saying, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna clog up y'all line. Destiny, not only does she have psychological issues, she's very manipulative. I think Destiny lacks validation and love from a mother and a child.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she goes around thinking that everybody wants her and she reads more into it than what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Lady, if somebody wants you and they want to sleep with you or have it, they're gonna eventually say it. Them
Mm-hmm.
somebody, us having conversations, talking about sex, talking about our marital issues, me asking you to spend the night. If somebody likes you, they're going to try to pursue you. That never happened by her own account. That's something she's just making up in her head. Destiny
Mm-hmm.
lacks love and validation. And so, in that reason, since she has some type of psychological issues, I think she stretches and reaches things. She thinks, oh, we were friends. She wants me. Oh, she magnifies things in her head that are not really true. And I'm not trying to like down talk her or like bash her, but I can see where it's some psychological issues. Just like last night, she got on there saying that Moses came to Huntsville and he married Sunday to talk to you. No, why would he do all that?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Miss Rapids Running says that Tiff K, hello and speak it. You know what, Tiff and Miss Justice too. I've always said, if a person says stuff and spread rumors about you, and you know that it's not true, but in that person's world, they saying it is true. How do you change their mind?
You can't.
You can't.
And she something is really wrong with her, but I won't put it all on mental illness because she's very strategic. I listen to Destiny. I
Mm-hmm.
listened to what she said in that unaired clip. First she said I was being groomed, then she said I was open. So if she's openness to a threesome, and I'm just gonna, but just take what she said at face value. Oh,
Mhm.
she said she would be more open to a threesome. Well, openness is something different than grooming. Grooming
Mhm.
is actively trying to get you to doing something. Openness just means, hey, I'm open to the idea of something. She was lying. She was lying. And when and Mel said, "Did I ever touch you? Did I ever say something?" I didn't say that. So, bitch, what are you saying? You're lying. You're
That
lying.
part. That part. Then she talking about she would have did it if Martell would have stopped cheating with Colbert. I was like,
That's
what,
when she
what?
said something about an openness. Me
Yeah.
being open to something, that's saying I'm open to the idea of a third party. Open just mean I'm open to it. It don't mean I've acted on it. It don't mean I said nothing. It just mean I'm entertaining the idea. And then but in the same breath, she says, but she was actively grooming me. That's those two totally different things. If I'm actively trying to get you to do something, that's different from me just being passive and saying I'm open to it. Destiny was lying. And if people will listen to what she's saying,
Mhm.
you can see that she's lying. But if you just want to hear sexually, if you just go by sexually charged words like threesomes and sex, and that's what all gets your attention, then you'll listen to it and you'll listen to what Destiny's saying. But if you really pay attention, you'll see that she's lying. It's a
Right.
little bit of the truth stuffed in a great big lie. Just like she's saying, when we having these conversations. Like I'm saying, I'm telling you, I'm thinking that her, Chris, Nell, Martell, all of them sitting out there talking. People talk about sex. This is not a PG thing. People
Right.
talk about sex. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean because we were having conversations about bedroom activities that anybody tried to pursue anything. But that's the way she conflates lies to make it give it credibility. Oh, we were
Mhm.
talking about sex in a different conversation, unrelated. Now, oh, that's a stretch. So now it's a threesome. Destiny is a liar. She is a
Mhm.
liar. And you have to be really careful. You have to listen to what she's saying. She says a little bit of truth, but it be stuffed in a great big lie. That
Mhm.
type of person, she's a very dangerous person. And
Very.
I think Melody was really right to distance herself. And Tisha and Marcel and them and Kimmy and them, they laughing and they think it's funny because it's Melody. But if you
Mhm.
do it to her, she'll do it to you. If
You
she
better
do it
say
to
it again.
somebody who give you $6,000, help you with your lawyer's fees, they help you when you need it the most, and you turn on them and you try to dog them out and you try to just lie on them to try to destroy their credibility, she will do it to you.
Mhm. That's why I said
Destiny
a
is a
lot of times
really,
they don't
really
realize.
dangerous person.
Yeah, they don't realize that they're literally blackballing themselves up here on this national TV show. So, it could be really hard and damaging for them, these people to even get a job and stuff. You never know who's looking at you.
Yeah, I just think what she did, I thought that was so low.
It was
I'm just
low.
so sad about that. And I think that's what Melody quit. And I think that when she posted on her Instagram, these people want these dark agendas. Carlos is just as giddy as I don't know what. Because
Mhm.
he's obsessed with sex. He's
Mhm.
obsessed with this low stuff. Well, that lady and her mother is not into all of that. I don't care if she did have sex, whatever she did with her husband. Everybody don't promote sexuality like that. For some
Right.
people, it's still a very private thing to talk about. And I would not I would leave too. I would not allow them to tarnish my reputation like that.
But
And
you know,
equate me with this mess about nobody having threesomes and me grooming nobody. Destiny is a liar. And that's why nothing is going right for her in her life. And that's why at first I was on the fence. I'm like, maybe she is being abused by LB. But I was thinking, like, I was reading some of the documents, and she talking about the baby had SIDS, and it was the baby was shaking at 6 months, and now
mhm.
I'm like,
Mhm.
what in the world? But to me, seeing what she did last night, how she jumps to conclusions, she quick to make false statements. I
Mhm.
see that she be lying, and I'm sorry to say, she is a liar. Something's
And,
wrong with her.
and you know how she's lying, Mel, trying to say something, she overtalks Mel.
Yeah.
When people are guilty of stuff, they're gonna overtalk you because they don't want the people to hear what you saying. But
Hmm.
the sad part about it is, it's already the dark side, and what the dark side is getting ready to do with this, because everybody probably seen it or got it by now. They're gonna flip it, they're gonna turn it, they're gonna add, subtract, multiply, and divide. That's the sad part. And that's
Because
not
people
fair.
are they are obsessed with sex. Anything that's in your windows, sex and gossip. they, without really listening or trying to understand, they want to jump on a narrative. Destiny is lying. I don't care what nobody is saying. I've
Mm-hmm.
listened to her. She's a big liar. Something is wrong with that lady. In addition, that she's very manipulative. And they can
Mm-hmm.
sit there and believe what she's saying. Destiny is lying. When Mel point blank asked her, did I ever do anything? Did I ever say anything? She said, did I say that? So I'm sorry, I don't know if I cut off. And she's like, did I say that? Well, bitch, what are you saying then? You are trying to imply something. You're lying. You're lying.
And
So
then why she trying to?
if I had you at my house, we had all these conversations, then why not just go ahead and proposition you with it? Why not
Mm-hmm.
just go ahead and do it? If we did all of this, if we saying, if I'm grooming you, and nobody never said nothing because it did not happen. That's in your mind. She's a
Right.
she's a person who lacks love. She did not have validation growing up, and that's where her not having a mother really comes into it. Because if you notice, she thinks everybody wants her. She did the same thing with Kimmy and Maurice. She's still
Mm-hmm.
thinking Moses want her. Lady,
Mm-hmm.
this man has moved on. This is all in your head because you don't really know how to cope with validation, simple, basic, like emotional skills. Destiny don't seem to have. And so
Mm-hmm.
she makes these narratives up in her head. Well, I could have had Melody and Martell. And that's another thing. Instead of her just saying, hey, when I said that in that green screen, Carlos, hey, I was just talking. I didn't really mean that. She doubled down on that lie. She continued. She started making up stuff. Oh, well, we had conversations and I spent the night at your house. Girl, I spent the night at my homegirl house. What did that mean? I was just at the beauty shop yesterday and they were talking about sex. What does that mean? Grown people have those type of
They
conversations. I
do.
mean, so what are
They
you
do.
talking about, Destiny? I'm sorry, I'm gonna be quiet now.
No, 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 you fine. And then on the other hand, her and Martell was married. So whatever they did, that's their business. They can do that. They husband and wife.
Yep, and that's what I'm saying, trying to conflate the truth. Like Mel said, when she was talking about when you did something, Mel said, was you there? You was open to having threesomes with your husband. Even Martell said, well, did we try to have it with you? No. So what are you talking about, Destiny? You just want to throw a bunch of stuff out there to try to muddy this woman's name. That's
Mm-hmm.
what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you said
You went out again, Miss Tiff. She did craziest thing. Miss Justice, you still up here?
Yeah, I'm still here, just
Oh,
listening.
okay, well I'm gonna be quiet.
no, you go ahead. We good. We just having a conversation.
That
Get
lady
it
is
out. Go ahead and
crazy.
get it out.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, she helped this lady. She was there. She gave you lawyer fees. I understand her and Melody and fell out, but just on the strength of the fact that, hey, when I needed this lady, she was here for me. I'm gonna refrain from certain stuff. I may not like her. I may not never speak to her again. We probably could never be cool the way we were. But just on the strength, when I needed somebody, she was there for me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not gonna go there and say any and everything to try to tarnish this lady. The fact that Destiny does not have that in her to say, you know what, I don't like her. I can talk about anything else related to her, but I'm not going to try to flat out lie and tarnish her character says a lot about her. Because at the end of the day, she helped you with your lawyer fees. She helped you. Tisha ain't gave you $5,000. I bet you Martell broke ass ain't gave you $5,000. So why are you doing this for TV? You letting Carlos use you. You being a useful idiot. You don't know you being played. You gon' she think cause
You went out again, Miss Tiff, but when you pop back in. But Miss Justice and Tiff too. I have a question. Do y'all think if when this show ends and it's going to end, do y'all ever think that maybe they will actually start telling the truth? Carlos was the one that pushed us up to do this. Carlos told us we had to do that. I mean, do y'all think anybody would ever tell the truth?
Hmm. I don't think so. Because what good would it do unless you gonna pay me to tell the truth, like you pay me to lie? What's the point?
Mm.
I don't
yeah,
see that.
I find that hard to believe. I think if you just read the tea leaves and you just see what else is going on. So case in point, when they asked Nell, and you got to remember, all of this is scripted. This is cut up.
Mm-hmm.
This is edited. When they asked Nell, about Destiny, and they'll say, "Oh, I don't really know her. You know, she lied and told me she was 42." I
Mm-hmm.
believe that was off the heels of her going around talking about all this threesome stuff. And I bet you Miss Nair was like, well, wait a minute. Damn, I was there. We was all cool. We was all having conversations. I didn't pick up on none of that. And now this lady is saying all of this. She probably like, well, damn, if she do that to her, she'll do that to me. And I
She don't.
think that's why she was probably like,
If given the opportunity, she gonna get them. She gonna get them all up there on that stage.
I think it was more to what Nell was saying. I think it was so edited and chopped and screwed. I don't think we got the real lowdown, the gist of what she was trying to say. I think she was trying to say after all of this, she like, because they asked her, you know, we was there. Now who
Mm-hmm.
wanted to stay when? And she like Destiny, but I told her to go home. But it's and I bet you Nell was looking like, well, damn, we was all there. We was all having a good time. We was talking. I never picked up on no threesome talk and all of this. And I know she want and I would be looking like, well, damn, if she do all of this to her, what would she do to me? And I think that's what Nell was really thinking about when she was saying, I need to get to know Destiny a little more. She's not forthright. She's a liar. And she's a liar. And like I said, Kimmy and Tisha and them think it's okay because it's being done to Mel and they don't like her. But baby, if she do something like that to somebody who really was there for her and helped her, you don't stand a chance. That bitch will turn on anybody. Cause
Mm-hmm.
that's just the type of person she is.
Mm-hmm. Miss Rabbit's Running says, well, that would be a great example of an useful idiot. G Squad, those people are grown and they could have said no. They're desperate for fame and a dollar. Well, they're not really getting a dollar up
Right.
there.
And man, Destiny's so stupid. Carlos is
Yes.
using her. The only
He,
reason why she was brought back is because of that Sonny Moses thing. If
yeah.
Moses was to get out of jail, they find out Sonny is pregnant. They will bring them people right back on there and
Mm-hmm.
force. Carlos is about the show. He's about a storyline. He don't give a damn about none of them.
Mm-mm. No, he don't. He really don't. Mm-mm. And now that Mel is gone, the ones that think that they the queen of the show, he getting ready to destroy them as well.
Exactly. He gonna
It's just
turn
a
on the
matter of
side.
time.
Now it's
He
time for
working on it
y'all to
right
show
now.
what y'all really got going on. But they think it's
Yes.
okay, but everybody cool with it. They all cool with it because they think they dethroning the queen. They think
Mm-hmm.
they getting Melody out. So that's what they short-term goal is thinking out like on the short term. Oh, I got this bitch out. I never liked her. She thought she was better than us. She got all the attention. We glad to get her out. But with the focus off of her, then it has to go on y'all. Y'all got to really show what y'all got going on. Kimmy,
Mm-hmm.
you got to really talk about what's going on with you and Maurice that you trying to so desperately have. Tisha and Marcel, y'all got to talk about that damn building, that house that y'all been building for 10 years.
That's not theirs. It's not even theirs. Mm. Miss Rabbit's Runner says, I hope Sonny and Moses never returns to that show. I hope they don't either. I hope her and Mel them go off and with the positive people, y'all, go and create something else. You know, this mess is just crazy. Ugh.
I'm telling you, I hope they do too. But I'm just saying, Destiny and them thinking they doing something. Carlos is not for anybody. Carlos is about the advancement of the show and him in general. So if Sonny was pregnant and Moses got out of jail and they came back, he would use that. He would use anything for a storyline to advance Love and Marriage Huntsville. That's the point I'm making.
Mm. Miss Justice, what you think about all of that?
Well, I was just sitting here thinking that, yeah, we holding Carlos accountable, but to me, every person on that stage is held accountable
Mm-hmm.
because nobody was deaf and mute at the time all this was being said. So,
True.
and Carlos can offer you a scenario that you know is not right, but you as a person, as a human, as an adult with a sound mind, you have the option to say no. And I know
You
But
you
that's
do.
the
can because
thing,
we,
Miss Justice. Those people have sold their souls.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they may have sold their souls, but my point is we can't just hold Carlos accountable. If you sold your soul, it was your choice to sell it, which means you
Mm-hmm.
got to be held accountable for selling your soul. And at $2,500 a episode or $1,500 episode, what a weak, cheap soul. And my problem with Nell is she may have been thinking, wow, if she do that to her. What would she do to me? But her
Mm-hmm.
mouth didn't catch up with her brain.
But we don't know what Miss Nell said. I believe a lot of that was edited out. Because, like I said, when she started saying, I don't know, Destiny, I thought something, she told me this, I think she was kind of giving insight that, hey, I don't really trust her. I'm seeing some stuff about
Yeah,
this lady that don't really square away with
Mm-hmm.
me. But we
I
don't
hear
know
Mm-hmm.
you.
how it was edited and chopped and screwed
Yeah.
because
And you
to
remember
lie
that dinner,
about something that's simple about your age, like, girl, what is that to lie about? That is crazy.
but you remember that dinner table experience they had with the stepdaughter and all that? And we don't know what was chopped out of that either. But I bet you one thing, Neil and Chris showed up on a podcast, on a platform, telling us what they wanted us to know. Have you
Mm-hmm.
heard from Neil yet? Has she showed up anywhere saying something?
Mm-mm.
No, ma'am. So that's why I hold her accountable. Because it doesn't matter what you do to me here. I can check this stuff later somewhere else because that's what they did. They checked that girl. They came out and gave their story, their side, their input. But I ain't heard you when you sitting there hearing and seeing injustice being done and saying nothing. If you can't
Mm-hmm.
talk there, you can talk later. Where they at? So I hold them all accountable.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, they all have to be held accountable. You're absolutely right about that.
I
Mm-hmm.
just think it's a lot, and I think Mel, when she saw the landscape and where things were going, and I think that segment with Destiny accusing her of grooming, I think the way Carlos is just so giddy, I think Mel said, hey, at that point, I think she said, hey, I've had enough. They not going to tarnish me and my good name. And I know a lot of people think that I'm saying Mel is not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody is. But when
Mm-hmm.
you look at everything that's going on and we make a determination of who's right and who's wrong, not who's perfect and who's not, I think most of the time, more often than not, Mel has generally been in the right versus a lot of them. And I
Mm-hmm.
just feel like she saw the writing on the wall and she said, hey, this is going to a place I don't want it to go in. I'm not finna talk about my sexual exploits or lack thereof or whatever. I'm not finna go there. It's low. It's low. It's disgusting.
Yeah,
And
but
they want to
Destiny.
tarnish that lady by any means necessary. They want to put her on a level playing field with Martell,
Mm-hmm.
Destiny, all the things that they willing to do. And I'm not saying sex is a part of all of it. We all engage or not, but we all know what it's about. But I just don't think that lady is willing to put all her personal. It's a limit to where you willing to go. I'm not gonna talk about what I did with my husband in limo on our anniversary. That's just too low. Destiny
Mm-hmm.
is a bubble.
But you know what? I've heard that before, even with the part about the child that was over there on LGB. Coldbird drop said that mess, and you could tell she was lying when she said it. But stuff like that, people just take stuff and just run with it. They don't care.
Oh, Destiny is a big liar. She's a big liar. And people keep saying, well, something is psychologically wrong with her. Yeah, that's one component of it. But she's strategic and manipulative. She knows exactly what she's doing. I be looking at her, how she leaves out certain things. She glosses over certain words. She makes things, she conflates ideas. Oh, the fact that we was all out there talking about sex, now all that leads to a threesome. Well, that's something totally different. But if you're not paying attention and you're not astute, you'll think that it all goes together because that's the way she wants you to believe it. Oh, we
Mm-hmm.
talked about sex outside on the park on having a barbecue, and oh, then they led me into a threesome. That's not true. Y'all probably
Mm-hmm.
talked about sexual things. People talk about those types of things, but it doesn't connect the way she's trying to connect it. But she'll make you believe that it did. Just like in that one interview with that guy Dustin, how if he didn't clarify, she would have led you to believe that Destiny was at LB house. Well, I FaceTime my son and Mel was there, and he clarified. He's like, well, wait a minute, Mel was at LB's house. Oh no, she was at his restaurant. Okay, well that's two different things. But if you're not listening and you're not astute, you'll think, okay, well wait a minute, Mel be at her and Mel and LB hang out because that's the way she leaves things out intentionally to lead you to a conclusion that's not necessarily true. Destiny is very extremely manipulative and vindictive. I would not engage with her.
Mm-mm.
If Mel did the right thing, I would never have anything to do with her. Never. And I at first I didn't think, like, I'm like, people just be saying stuff. I believe more than ever that her and Martell have slept together. Yes, I
Oh
believe
yes,
that. At first
I
I
do
didn't.
believe
At
that
first I
too.
was like, y'all just saying stuff. I ain't gonna go there. But now, yes, I believe them two have had something going on, because she just lets you know that she felt something different. Then I thought Martell was your brother. Now you open to have a threesome with them? What man? What are you saying? You're lying. You showing your hand. She thinks she's so smart with what she's doing. She think, oh, I'm throwing stuff out there, but you all at the same time you showing your hand. You showing who you really are.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Mm. Me and Miss Jessica, we said that at the same time. I
mhm.
just know one day the kids is gonna be grown. Kids nowadays with these phones and stuff, they seeing all kinds of stuff, and that's the part that saddens my heart. The kids may see it, but Destiny always talking about my child, my son, mine. Well, you're not the only person that got children, but you don't seem to care about your child. Saying the mess you saying on that stage.
Destiny will
Mm.
do anything for a buck. And that includes letting Carlos King use her, make a fool out of her, say the most ridiculous things. I don't think people was just laughing at her last night. Cause Moses married Sonny to get back at me. Ma'am, he didn't even show up to that show when he was with you. So why would he need to marry Sonny to get back on that Love and Marriage Huntsville when he never even came on when he was with you? You
You
sound
thought,
like a fool. You sound crazy. That man does not want you. But
Mm-mm,
in your mind, you talking some he still come back. That man ain't tripping off you. You had an
mm-mm.
on and off again relationship with that man. He used you for sex. Y'all messed around. Do I think that Sonny was right? And when I look at it sideways, like, girl, wait a minute. Do I look at Sonny like, yeah, I don't know. Yes, I don't think it was all the way on the up and up how her and Moses got together, but it's over with now, baby. You need to let that go. They together. It doesn't
But
matter. They're
see,
married.
but Miss Tiff, let me ask you a question. People often always say that I've always been a Sunny fan, just like I'm a Mels
I
fan.
like Sonny
But
too.
but you say that you look at her sideways. But Moses was single, so Moses being a single man, why would you look at her sideways? He wasn't with nobody.
Because he was with Destiny, and even Sunny said it herself. She met him. She first met Moses through Destiny. I don't think they were friends, but I think they were co-workers. And I think if I worked with somebody, no, we weren't the best of friends, but we were kind of work friends. We would talk, and all of a sudden you come up with my man. Yeah, I'm gonna look at you sideways. I'm gonna say, okay, what. And it is what it is. I ain't saying that Sonny is a horrible person because of it, but yeah,
well,
I'm looking at
I
that
don't think,
sideways.
I don't really think Sonny did anything wrong. But
Me
first of
either,
all,
Miss
because if
Jess.
Sonny was wrong, then that brings us right back to
Destiny.
Destiny.
Well,
Because,
two
like
wrongs
you
don't
said,
make a right, Sonny. Two things can be true.
no,
Sonny ain't
let me
right,
speak.
Hold
and
up for a
neither is
minute.
Destiny.
Hold on, Miss Tiff. Go ahead, Miss Jess.
I don't think Sonny did anything wrong because, first of all, as Destiny stated, as Sonny stated, as Moses stated, they were not friends. Sonny
But
worked.
she had a proximity relationship to them. They may not
Sonny
have been friends, but they were working. They
Sonny
had a working
works. Sonny
relationship.
works for Rain Production, and
Right, but if
Sonny's.
you working with me, and I'm not, I don't want to be put in a position to defend Destiny because I don't like Destiny.
Well, then
But
just let me finish the sentence, and then you can defend her all you want to.
Hold on, Miss Tiffany. Go ahead, Miss Jess.
I don't think Sonny was wrong at all because, first of all, Sonny was at her workspace working with people that she, when she started, did not even know. She didn't even work with Destiny. She worked with someone else. Destiny had another producer.
no, Sunny said that she was Destiny's
Will
producer.
you
I
wait,
heard her
please,
say that
ma'am?
in
Let me finish my sentence. Sonny did not work with Destiny
yes, she did. That's not true.
until Destiny asked for her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but
Destiny
then they
asked.
began to work
Oh,
together. So
Miss
maybe not
Miss
initially, but they
Miss
Hold,
were.
Boy,
Miss Tiff, you got to let her finish a complete sentence so we can understand what she's trying to get to. She did ask for Sonny to work with her though. Go ahead, Miss Justice.
I was just saying that she asked for Sonny to work with her. Sonny was working with other persons, other cast members, and Destiny requested, "I want her because I think she understands me."
Mm-hmm.
That was the quote. So then Sonny went to her to try to get her to open up per Carlos, because she was telling nothing. I can't talk about this. I can't talk about that. She couldn't talk about her private information and this and that. And I think that part of that was because she didn't want to give LB evidence on what she was doing behind her back. Notice after the fact, then we learned that she was dealing with Moses for 15 years. But prior to, we didn't hear none of that. That
Mm-mm.
was kept secret because she was trying to keep from giving LB evidence because he was taking her to court.
Mm-hmm. But she Sonny was working with what is it, Tiffany Whitlow.
That's
And
Right,
right.
then
but son, I've heard that too. That she was originally Tiffany's producer, then Destiny asked for her. And
mm-hmm.
I'm not disputing that. But what I'm saying is, it's what I'm saying. Two things can be true. Destiny is still a horrible person. That don't take away from the fact that Sonny, and I still like Sonny. That doesn't take away from the fact, Sonny, you still were working in close connection with this lady, whether it was initially or further down the road, and you did mess with that man. But to me, it don't even matter now because they married. So
Yeah.
to me, but to absolve Sonny of any wrong, that is shady. That is shady. And if
Okay.
somebody did it to you, you would say
What
the
did she do
same thing.
wrong?
What?
Because to me, she
She
met
was
him.
messing with that lady.
She wasn't
She
messing with
was
him
getting
while he was messing with her, though. That's the
she
difference.
knew that him and Destiny were together, and she still messed
She
with him.
knew that they had
And that's
had
her
a
prerogative. That's
relationship
her.
prior to
That's
her.
what I'm saying.
She
Y'all so
knew
busy
that they
trying to listen, listen,
once
listen,
had a relationship.
listen.
No, I don't want to listen. I want you to allow me to speak. And then I'll listen to you because I've been sitting here a good 20, 30 minutes listening to you. I respect you that much. So
Okay,
I
well,
would
I'm
just
not
like
gonna
to
get in
finish.
there with you, but
But
don't
please
go there with
don't,
me.
because it wouldn't
Okay,
do
hold
any
up,
good.
Tiffany.
Because I'm
Hold
one
up
of them
for
people
me.
that don't care about ignorance.
Okay,
So
then
it
we can
wouldn't do
go
any
there, and
good
I
for you
don't
to
care
get
either.
ignorant with me.
And I bet you wouldn't win.
Go ahead,
Okay.
Miss Jess.
I was just saying that the reason me personally, and a lot of more people is because Sonny, who worked with Destiny at Destiny's request,
And I
doing
wonder if somebody you work with ended up with your man if you'll feel.
Miss Discord, I'm gonna come back later, okay?
No, no, no. I'm gonna have to put on mute, and she keep taking it off, so I might have to drop her down, because we have to respect each other when people are talking, and you have to let somebody finish a complete sentence. She's gonna complete a sentence before in order to hear and understand what the person is saying. But I've never seen her in here before. She showed me her face and all of that. But please don't be disrespectful. And even in the chat, don't be disrespectful to other people. We all have different opinions or whatever. But
Yeah,
you're
we
right, Miss
do.
Justice.
Yeah.
She was Tiffany's
Producer.
uh, yeah, producer first. And
Yeah. And Destiny requested her. And when she got with Moses, now we weren't there, so we don't know the facts, but I'm going by what Sonny said. That later on, that Moses knew her family. He had been
mm-hmm,
around her family for a long time. She just didn't know him because she's in another location.
mm-hmm,
But once she found out he was with Destiny, she was going on about her business, off the show, out of production, and she goes back home to her family area.
mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm,
there's Moses.
mm-hmm.
This is when he's no longer with Destiny
Destiny.
because he can't even come here no more. He's on lockdown.
Mm-hmm,
And so him and her get to talking. He's not with Destiny. She's not Destiny's producer anymore. They get to talking, they get to go out and eat, and they talk, they find that they like one another.
mm-hmm,
She feel in her spirit that I think this might be the guy God sent to me.
mm-hmm,
Well, evidently he wasn't for Destiny. After 15 years of hopping in and out of her bed and no
mm-hmm.
ring, it was just a thing.
Right.
So here we are, 2 years later, that her and him get together and they decide, you know what? I like you and you like me. They're dating, they're courting, they decide we getting married. She said
Mm-hmm.
9 months later, they got married.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand how she's wrong for
Dating a
get
single man.
a single man who has never even been engaged to this woman, never been engaged to her, never thought enough of her to say, here, wear this, you mine, I'm
Mm-hmm.
yours.
Mm-hmm. But
I just don't see where she went wrong at.
me either. See, that's the part I didn't understand. Everybody drugged Sonny for filth for that, but nobody never said anything about Destiny messing with Moses while Moses was still married. That
While
was
she was
never a
married, she was messing
conversation.
with
And
Moses.
she was too. And that was never
Exactly.
a
And
conversation.
so I feel like this: if Sonny is wrong, if you can honestly say in your heart, she wrong. She knew Destiny and she knew Destiny had had a relationship with him before. What about every one of us who have ever got married, who have ever dated anybody? Do you think, unless they were totally teetotally virgin, didn't know nobody, had never dated in high school, are we wrong?
And outside of half of YouTube, probably so.
Yeah, we wrong. Unless your husband was a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
He done dated somebody. He done been with somebody. And if he a virgin, he probably dated somebody, had a high school crush, a college crush. But now that you have met him and he's met you, and y'all decide that we make a good union, we're not going to shack up like you've been living, brother. You ain't finna come in and out of my body like you've been doing, brother. You're going to have to make this right before the eyes of God and my family if you want me. And brother
Mm-hmm.
say, I want you that much.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with that? But you know what? The Bible says there'll come a time we're going to call right wrong and wrong right.
Wrong, right. Yep. I say that all the time. I say that all of the time. I said, my goodness, what is going on?
Yeah. So it was wrong for her to go to her hometown, see this man that she had seen with someone that she worked with, and they form a relationship and they do it right before the eyes of God. They get married, they get
Mm-hmm.
in holy union. That's wrong. But what was right was this woman having a husband pregnant with a child and don't know who the daddy is, whether it's this man or the daddy, or maybe possibly Mel's husband. We don't know. And
Mm-hmm.
this is just my opinion, but that sounds more right. Destiny was
Mm-hmm.
dead wrong. In
Mm-hmm.
fact, we need to commend Sonny because when she and Moses decided that we are for each other, it stopped one of Dusty's hold'ems.
Yep.
It stopped one of her whore acts.
Mm-hmm.
It put a stop to it.
But yeah, I just thought that was really weird. Nobody never said anything or held her accountable for
No,
what she was doing with Moses while they both were married and
yeah,
belonged to somebody else.
yeah. And then
That
did
was
you
like
get
telling
Tisha?
her it was okay. You go ahead on and keep doing that, Destiny.
Yeah, Letitia made that remark on the reunion. If I had a friend, but they
Mm-hmm.
weren't friends. This was her job. We
Mm-hmm.
work in the same place. You dating somebody, y'all don't work out. Later on and down the road, me and that person work out. What's wrong with that?
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't yours because you had a couple men while you had him.
She did.
She
And that,
did. So
and that's
I just
because
don't
you
get
don't
it.
care.
I
Mm.
just don't get it. And let me say this here. I'm just speaking in general. Nope, not throwing no stone, hiding my hand, but I'm gonna go with the word every time. The Bible says Satan comes like an angel of light.
Mm-hmm.
Are you hearing me?
Mm-hmm.
And he knows how to draw. Because I'm gonna start off by saying this, that, and the other that you agree with. Because I got to get you. I got to get you. I got to get you so I can get to where I'm trying to get to.
Mm-hmm.
My question now is, who sent you? Who
Mm.
that man, Harpo?
I'm glad you saw that. I'm glad you saw
Yes,
that. I'm
ma'am.
glad you
Yes,
saw
ma'am.
that.
That's why you say, Miss Jessica, you still here? Uh-huh. Honey, I'm sitting
Mhm.
here praying. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
To be
Yes,
a stranger, you too familiar.
too familiar.
Come on now. We know about
Mhm.
familiar spirits.
Mhm.
You too familiar. I'm here all the time, and I shut up. And you bring. I'm quiet. I sit back. I'm when you this your platform. You direct me. You tell
Mhm.
me, Miss Justice, what you think. I'm backing up. I'm visiting,
Mhm.
and I've been here more than once. But now I'm
Mhm.
new, and I'm running this.
No, you're not. You thought you was. You thought you was. Mm-mm. I was getting ready to do the drop thing, because every time I would hit the mute button, you would unmute.
Yeah.
So I'm
And,
like,
and
what
who
are you
and who
doing?
you gonna shut up? Me? Why me? Because I'm finna give you the what? That's why. You don't want me to talk.
Mm.
Pay attention. We got to be cunning. What the Bible say, be cunning as a snake. Cunning, 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 but be gentle as a dove. That's why I
Mm-hmm.
said, ma'am, if you let me speak, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gentle like a dove, but I'm cunning because I peeped you. I got you. I see you. You're in my radar now. Mm-hmm.
Boy, I tell you.
Who sent you, Harpo?
Yes, yes, yes. But I was gonna let Harpo, speak and say
Yeah.
whatever. And I'm listening and I'm observing. I'm an observer. I love to observe. So, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was like, okay, there's not gonna be a third time that I hit that mute button because I'm getting ready to just go ahead and let you go down. So
Mm-hmm.
you won't be returning. I said,
Lord have
okay.
mercy. But
Mm,
yeah, I don't see anything wrong with Sonny. I mean, the circumstances may have been odd, but God say, my ways are higher than your ways. My
yeah,
thoughts
but
are higher than your thoughts.
a lot of people felt like, when they got together, like she should have ignored, I'll say, God or her thought process to make Destiny happy. I would never. I'm not
Thank
doing that.
you. Thank
I'm not
you.
doing it. It is
Mm-mm.
what it is. Y'all can say what you want to say, feel how
Mm-hmm.
you want to feel. That man was single.
Thank you.
He
Thank you.
was not with her. And then Destiny came out and said they had been separated for over a year, but still people were still dragging Sonny about
Mm-hmm.
getting him. I'm like, this don't make sense to me. Like you just said, wrong is right and right is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's just
And
it.
frankly speaking, when Destiny, she plays with words. Just like the lady said, she do play with words. She said we've been separated for a year, and that could have meant that I haven't talked to him in a year because prior to that, he was not in Huntsville for a long time. She was
Mm-hmm,
flying over there, giving him the boo boo.
mm-hmm,
She was flying over there. He wasn't here, so you
mm-hmm,
hadn't been with him a long, long time.
mm-hmm. I don't know if you saw this part where Carlos was talking to her last night, was talking to, I think it was Mel. And he said, I'm getting ready to land this plane. And she looked at him, please do. I said, what?
Ah, oh, no, I didn't see it. I didn't watch it. I
Yes,
didn't
she
get to
did.
see
She
it.
said, please. She said she told Carlos, and please do. And he turned around and gave her this look. And a
Mm.
lot of people were saying that's when he fired her right then. Because I said, die.
Mm-hmm.
But she said
Mm-hmm.
that, but see, she done got away with so much stuff that she's
Mm-hmm.
comfortable in doing whatever she
Mm-hmm.
thinks she's big and bad enough to do. So that's why she
Mm-hmm.
continues. Nobody's
Yeah.
stopping her. Nobody's calling her out. Look at her therapist. She sit up there with her every Monday and never. Well, she tries, but Destiny give her that look and she shut right on up. She don't say nothing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Lord, Lord.
She never
Well,
takes accountability.
mm-mm. I ain't gonna take none.
No,
Mm-mm.
would you? They letting me get away? You think I'm gonna take some? No, look,
Mm-hmm.
just like she said, that's her circle of friends, her show. Sonny
Mm-hmm.
don't need to be back. I was like, what? You
Mm.
barely on the show yourself.
Thank you. You the comeback kid.
Oh my goodness, Lord, I tell you.
Mm-hmm. And just think how much mess it's finna be when the chilling lady come back. It's finna be some real mess now.
No, it ain't gonna be no mess. She gonna just be out there driving her truck around because I'm speaking into existence. This show is not coming back
Ah,
on.
yes, yes, yes. Let this
Mm-mm.
be the end of this.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
hey, Miss Be Good. She said a lot of women are mad at Sonny because women of this generation don't hold men accountable. They allow men to play in their faces, then blame others. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. That's true.
yeah, but
Yes.
Destiny need to been held accountable. She was dead wrong. Sonny
Mm-hmm.
wasn't wrong. I'm like, well, dang, she's supposed to pass up a single man. Oh, maybe it would have been better if Sonny would have went with a married man. I guess that's what it
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
was like.
And
I'm
then
like,
too, nobody's giving Moses credit for choosing who he wanted to be his wife.
mm-hmm,
He chose Sonny.
mm-hmm,
He nobody held a gun to his head and say, you got to marry her. They are now working on babies. She wasn't even pregnant. He wanted this woman to be his wife. He didn't want you, Destiny. He didn't think enough of you. He said you wasn't wife material. Now
mm-hmm.
that
Yeah,
was the
that's super
words he
light burn
spoke.
for me. Yeah, he knew what type of person Destiny was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He already knew. Anytime he said he told Destiny he was in a relationship with somebody and she said she didn't care, well, he don't care either. Well, if
Mm-hmm.
you want me to use your body, then that's what I'm going to do. How about that?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And you got a husband at home and you still letting me use your body. You ain't wife material.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
I've been trying. I'm glad you said you didn't Sonny wasn't wrong because I've been trying to figure it out. I'm like, what did Sonny do? What I mean, he wasn't with nobody.
That's right.
And
And
then
then
so
too,
when
let me say this:
mm-hmm,
if he had been, if they all had been in the same state and they all on the same job, working for Kingdom Reign,
mm-hmm,
Carlos King, if they all would have been there doing this show, and this man decided, I don't want this woman, but you know what? I really like you. Now they're not friends, her and Destiny. They're not friends. There is no girl code in operation. Because we know for one thing, Destiny don't follow girl codes anyway.
mm-hmm,
But there is no girl code. They're not friends. We both work at the same place. And the guy you were dating, y'all broke up. I meet this guy at the club or at the movies or the library, wherever, and we get to talking. We find out we compatible. I owe you nothing. We work at the same company. The same person signed your check, signed my check. I owe you nothing. We're not friends. We're not homies. We're not buddies. We work here. And on this job, my position is higher than yours because I have to try to get you a storyline. I don't see the problem. I really don't. They weren't friends. Like Sonny said, she don't know nothing about me. How's she my
right.
friend?
They was working co-workers.
Exactly.
Shoot.
Exactly.
I mean, make it make sense. It's the craziest
Mhm.
thing how the internet just lost its mind when they figured out this, found out that Sonny and Moses had gotten married. Oh my God! Even Sonny said we wasn't friends. I was
Yeah.
her producer. They, boy, right is wrong
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
wrong is right. That's just it.
Mhm. Or something else, I tell you.
Yeah, but I just really hate all of this stuff is coming out. I'm so tired of Mel being triggered by all of this stuff. And I know Mel don't operate like some of us. And she said that. She said she used to run off of emotions, but
Mhm.
she had to
Mhm.
get herself together.
Mhm.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah, but the thing that I feel sorry, not sorry because she don't need pity, but the thing
Right.
that bothers me more is that she's in the public eye elsewhere. You know, when she get up there
Hmm.
on TikTok or when she's going to do a show for Jay Bolin, and then that baggage is there, even though she know how to handle herself, but inside it hurts. It hurts.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Yes, Miss Justice, you're right. I said people don't need probably know how the tears Mel still
Yeah,
shedding behind
that's
this
right.
foolishness. It's just
That's right.
foolishness. How they had the call the meeting and get everybody
Mm-hmm.
on one accord.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Yeah.
That don't even make no sense. And for what? For
But
what?
to me, there was no person on that stage who kept silent that was not guilty of participating in what Dusty did.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you silent, you speaking louder than she is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then she looked over there at Martell. Martell, ooh, Lord have mercy. Martell
Mm-hmm.
don't care nothing. He don't like himself, so I can't expect a lot
Mm-mm.
about his children. He just
Mm-mm.
don't care. He really don't. Miss Faith says
No.
people are evil these days. They are
Yeah,
evil.
they are.
They don't they
When
don't think we're gonna come to the end of time. They
mm-hmm.
don't think that we got to stand in front of God and the judgment day. They
Mm-hmm.
don't think
Yeah,
about none of that. They
none of
they
that.
on the right now. The woulda,
Mm-hmm.
coulda, shoulda. Oh, I did this. I don't care. Well, it is what
Mm-hmm.
it is.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, but you're gonna have to answer for that
you
stuff.
got the answer for it. You got the answer for it. And the sad thing about it, what the Bible say about the sins of the mother and the father passed to the children, it's some
Mm-hmm.
stuff, baby, that you feel like you got away with, but there's a plan in motion for your child.
Mm,
Hmm. You ain't getting
mm-hmm.
away with nothing.
Absolutely not.
Nothing.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Martell, you have no with none of these people. Y'all just don't even know what y'all did to your own self. Mel ain't did
Really.
nothing to y'all. Y'all did this
Mm-hmm.
stuff to yourself.
Yeah. You know what? That what they don't realize is that yes, in many places, people saying that's the lady they was talking about, but they also saying those the ones that were talking.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. You think that you just throwed her out there? No, sir. You threw yourself out there too.
Mm-hmm.
Now we know you. Now the world know you.
Everybody knows your name.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh my
Everybody know.
goodness. But I just it's just a praying time. We just gotta continue to keep
Yeah,
praying.
continue to pray and
Um,
watch God. He ain't finished. He don't leave nothing incomplete. He
mm-hmm,
complete every good work he started. He completes it. He promised, and he cannot lie. It's gonna be completed, and victory is gonna be Mel. She is his, and he take care of everything that belonged to him.
mm-hmm,
We may not like the timing of God. God, hurry up, Lord, where you at? Don't worry
mm-hmm,
about it. That's His
mm-hmm,
time. He
mm-hmm,
said, "There's appointed time for everything under the sun. It has already been appointed. What day, what hour, what judge, what courtroom, it's already been appointed. All we got to do is keep living. Just
mm-hmm.
keep living." My mama used to say all the time when I was a youngster, and I couldn't understand what this woman is talking about. But she said, "Baby, there's a day coming, the first gonna be last, and the last gonna be first."
You better say it again.
And I would say, "What is she talking about? I don't care about all that stuff. I want to make them pay right now."
Mm-hmm,
And she would say, "Just keep living." And
mm-hmm,
I lived long enough to see what she meant. I seen people that did dirt toward my mother, and she's been passed and gone, and I've seen them pay after she was gone.
mm-hmm,
I've had them to call me on the phone and say, "Could you come over?" And then get over and say, "Would you pray for me? Would
mm,
you pray for me?" And this land that we stole, here's the deed. Oh yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. That's why I say just keep living. Don't worry about it. God got this. He
mm-hmm.
ain't never lost a case and ain't
Never.
finna lose one now.
I say, people don't understand. God make you tell on your own self.
Talk about it. What did he do? He said, "Hey, Satan, what you doing?" He said, "I'm going to and fro to see who I
Mm-hmm,
can devour."
mm-hmm,
He made him tell where he was going, what he
mm-hmm.
planned on doing.
You get out there, get to talking, get
Yeah,
to running that mouth, and you don't even
yeah,
know don't even have no idea what's
yeah,
coming
yeah.
out
And
of your
then
mouth.
too, every time you go through something, don't think by happen chance God didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Everything ain't the devil. He told Satan, "Hey, have you seen my servant Job?"
Mm,
Satan wasn't paying no attention to good old Job. The Lord Himself say, "Check him out." Where the
mm,
Lord say, "Have you seen my servant Mel? Check her out."
mm-hmm.
Come on now. Some things that we go through is God sent because
Mm.
the perfecting of your faith come through a trial. You don't know how much faith you got if you ain't been through nothing.
You better
Come
say
on
it.
here. Ah,
Without a test, there's no testimony.
come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. So all we witnessing is the perfecting of her faith. And I like what I see.
Mm-hmm.
And God is gonna get His glory, honey.
Oh yes, he is. But even with myself, I was like, man, ain't no way I could have sat on me. I'm talking about me.
Mm-hmm,
Man,
mm-hmm,
ain't nowhere in the
mm-hmm,
world I could have sat on that stage and listened to
mm-hmm,
that girl tell all them lies on me like that. I went over there and punched
mm-hmm.
her in her daggone nose or something.
Yeah,
But,
yeah,
that's not of God.
yeah.
You got to let God fight your battles. Oh my God.
Uh-huh.
Mm. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. That's
I hear
that's
you.
just
I hear
me.
you. Yeah,
Emotional. I'm running off
yeah,
of my emotions. So yeah,
yeah,
I would have probably did it, but
yeah.
it's
But you
just
know what?
amazing to see how
I
Mel
believe.
handles
I
this stuff.
believe because you are allowed to witness this, you'll be able to do better than you think you can.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've seen it in action. You've seen the lowest of the low come against somebody for no reason, and they
Mm-hmm.
peace be still. Now you have an example that you can go by.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Lord, I tell you. Ooh, ooh. Miss
Yes.
Faith says she would have went to jail from the show. That's what I'm talking about, Miss Faith. I
Uh-huh.
can say I've been sitting over there in jail thinking that then I'll be like, oh Lord, I should have I should have it's too late then. I'm already in jail. What it been
Mm-hmm.
said, it's too late for
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah.
Just take time and just think before you
Mm-hmm.
act.
Yeah.
Just because you see them in the lion's den, don't you go over there.
Mm-mm. No.
Don't go.
No. And if you find yourself in there, my mother used to say that I tell about my mother all the time because that was my teacher. That was my God sent. And she would always say, if you got your head in a lion's mouth, don't you
Mm-hmm.
move. Don't
Mm,
move.
mm, Mm.
Because if you try to snatch your head out, them teeth gonna cut your throat.
Gonna
She
cut
said, you wait till the lion open his mouth
you. And then you get out.
and then you get out.
Mm.
I didn't know what that meant, but I know
Yeah.
now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I know now. And I got a feeling that that's what's happened. Mel had to wait. Some of us want Mel, you get go, girl, get on out of there. What is she waiting on? She rich. She got money. No, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Let her move like God wanted her to move. He got this. They gonna do this and that, whatever he allowed. Remember, nothing is done that he don't allow it.
To happen.
And if he's allowing it to happen to one of his children,
Mm-hmm.
he got a plan.
He got a plane.
He
But let
got
me
a
tell
plan.
you, Miss Justice, I used to hear people say this all the time. The same folk you meet going up, you're gonna see them coming down.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
used to say to myself, I said, that don't even make no daggone sense. What is
Mm-hmm.
that thing? The same
Mm-hmm.
people you meet going up, you're gonna see them coming down.
Mm-hmm. And I used to didn't understand that either. But to me, this is my personal view of that. The reason why that holds true is because you get no height unless somebody help lift you.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing you do all by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody somewhere lifted you. If it wasn't no more than Miss G score, you're gonna have to press that space bar and then press the Miss G score. If you go on about 7 o'clock, the analytics pick up better about it. You didn't get nowhere by yourself. So when you as you climb up,
Mm-hmm.
don't forget what you climbed up on to get there. Because when you
Mm-hmm.
fall back down, you're gonna pass them same people again.
Again.
And they might be the one who could just stick a hand out and say, I got you. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
My mama used to say, don't burn the bridge when you
Mm-hmm.
cross it, because you
Mm-hmm.
might need to cross that same bridge one more again.
Again. Again. I
And
tell
see, right
you
about now, if this thing hadn't have burnt down that bridge with
that.
Melody,
Mm-hmm.
the heart Mel got, she'd have reached out and say, I know what you're going through. Let me help you get you a rent house or something.
Mm-hmm.
Let me help you, friend. See, but you burnt the bridge. You can't cross there no more. You got to go another route. Now you going the route of hotel. And that
Mm-hmm.
bridge got holes in it. That bridge is on a weak foundation. That bridge is just as crazy as you are.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yes, indeed.
But Miss, I ain't. I finna say, how did Martell get these people's mind like that? Everybody over there on that side, they see it's a disaster waiting to happen, but you still going over there.
But you
Is it
got to
because of the
remember
treating?
when he started out, we was looking at a whole different guy.
Yeah.
Mel made him look good. This
So
man was
handsome,
yeah,
so fine. He was
he was
charming. He was
yeah.
well groomed.
Yes, he was
Mm,
riding good,
yes,
business good, living good, eating
eating
good.
good.
This is the stuff that the people from the wrong side of the track wasn't used to. So when
Yes,
they
that
looked
part.
up and saw him, wow, look at Hotel.
Hmm.
Wow, I want to be like him when I grow up.
He was stepping too. He was
Yeah, he was.
stepping
Yeah,
back.
he was leaning. The suits were looking good. The suits were suiting.
Tailor
You know what I'm
made. You better say
saying?
they were
Yeah,
tailor
yeah,
made.
yeah. And every time him and his wife walked out, him, her, and the kids all matching. Come on here.
Mm.
So that looked good to them. They admired him. But
Mm-hmm.
what they didn't know, it was her. See, they didn't do their research. That's where they made their mistake at.
Mm-hmm.
See, the house can look good, but you better check that foundation. Because a strong wind come. The Bible say if you build a house on the sand, when the storm come,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna move it. But you're gonna have to build it on a solid foundation. So when the rain and the winds come, it'll stand. So they didn't check the foundation of this man in the tailor-made suit.
In
They
that
just looked,
tailor.
yeah, they just looked at the suit and said, wow, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
be like that when I grow up. And
Mm-hmm.
he said, well, follow me. I'll lead you. I'll make you free.
Mm.
They start
Yes.
following the wrong God. Mhm.
Hey y'all that just came in, welcome. If y'all please hit that like button for me. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Thank you. But yes, I hear that all the time. The same folks you meet growing up, you're gonna see them coming down. Y'all better pay
Mhm.
attention. People better pay attention. But Martell cut his whole bridges. He tore his pants all to
Yes,
pieces.
he
He
did.
did. He
Yes,
ain't
he
had a
did.
tailor-made suit since Mel left.
Mm-mm. No, mm-mm. No, ma'am. No,
And the
ma'am.
ones he had probably done got too small or something. But
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
mm,
That's
it's
sad.
mm.
And I
But you know
think,
what, Miss Justice? It was
mm,
just like Carlos was handed a a charm. I'm gonna say a charm, and he didn't even
Mm-hmm.
know what to do with it. He didn't
Mm-hmm.
know what to do with it.
Well, he was Carlos was you remember where he come from now. You remember he came from Bravo.
Mm-hmm.
Remember all the dirt he did
Mm-hmm.
with Candy and Phaedra and all this stuff. Remember that. So
Mm-hmm.
when he and remember how he left there, branded, uh blackballed from them, and then he come and here comes Mayor. Here
Mm-hmm.
comes Mayor. Now the question is this: do we look at him or do we look at her? Because you can have a God idea and take it to the wrong place because you don't know. Knowledge is power. You don't know. Mel says she didn't know. She just wanted to shop this thing she had, this vision, this she
She
didn't
wanted to
know.
be on TV.
Yeah, yeah. But she didn't what we just not talking about building the house on a good foundation. She didn't check him.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't go to Bravo and say he did shows over there. How did he treat y'all?
Mm.
Candy, did he what's his reputation like
Mm.
before I signed with him? She just found somebody who was willing to do what she knew God had gave her a vision to do. She handed a
Mm-hmm.
vision over to Satan. Come on.
Mm.
Come on now. She
Mm.
handed her vision. She handed her gift or her blessing over to Satan and say, help me fix this. And Satan say,
Mm.
yeah, sure I will. And at the same time, he made it his.
Mm.
Steal, kill, and destroy.
Yep. Hey, Miss Micah, she says it also could have been for CK to redeem himself from his previous ways. A
That's
test.
true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
He could
Miss
have been
Riri
given
said
opportunity. Yeah.
yes. Miss Riri said the thing about it, all we live and learn. Yes, we do. We're
That's right.
supposed to anyway, but
Yeah.
some people
Yeah.
choose they
Yeah.
don't want to.
They don't want it.
They don't.
Uh-uh.
Look
No.
at this now, a loose daggone cannon. Now he just
Yeah.
buck wild, just doing in and everything. I ain't learned nothing
Mm-hmm.
from all this
Mm-hmm.
stuff. We will probably be like, you know what? Maybe let me just stop doing all this stuff that I know is wrong. Let me stop telling these lies on this lady. Let me just
Mm-hmm.
get in my own lane. Go over there in my corner. Go in my closet and pray and ask God. God, I'm here. Can you help me? Let me do some of that. She ain't doing that. Mm-mm.
But some
Mm-mm.
people have literally decided who they're gonna serve.
Mm.
Come on now. Some people have decided who they're gonna serve. I'm gonna serve whatever makes it easy and quick for me. I'm gonna serve wherever I can get over and have what I want without having to go through this and that and the other. And to me, that's her. She choose anybody from what I'm hearing. Now, I don't know. I'm not there, but from what I'm hearing, she mistreats and uses her own father.
Lord, yes. Ooh,
Come on
ooh.
now. So it ain't like I'm just gonna go out on the other side of town and get over. But the Bible say love starts at home.
Mm-hmm.
So
We
if
not
it
there,
ain't
but we
love,
saying
whatever it
allegedly.
is, yeah, whatever she got going on, it starts at home with her dad.
Mhm. Yeah, they said she don't treat him right, allegedly,
Yeah,
in our
takes his
opinion.
check and all this kind of
Mhm.
stuff they saying.
Yeah. I can see her. I can see that in her too.
Yeah.
Because you know what, Miss Justice, she feel that she ended up in foster care, but she had a mom and dad that made her. I'm gonna say that made
Mm-hmm.
her. So
Mm-hmm.
why should I why did I end up in a foster care when I had a mom and a dad out there somewhere? What happened? So she's making them pay every chance
Yeah,
she can get for that
that's
foster
right.
care thing. That's
That's
what
right.
that's all about.
That's
She thinks she's privileged and she's old because she went to the foster care.
mm-hmm.
No.
But listen, what you just said is it. Everything what the Bible say, a leopard don't change his spot. She
Mhm.
making male pay.
Mhm.
She making her pay. Everybody that she hurt, misused, and abused, she making them pay. Sonny, you got to pay.
Mhm.
Moses, you got to pay. Mel, you got to pay. She's doing the same thing to everybody. It's just in a different
In
form.
a different way.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But she's causing everybody they to pay for what they owe her. Either you didn't give me enough time, enough attention, you didn't pay my bills, you didn't look after me, you didn't stay with me. She making everybody pay. I'll take what's her name? Slaw say I took the man with my eyes closed.
Mhm.
Well, what's
Mhm.
she
That's what she
saying? I
said.
took
That's
the
what she
man
said.
while you paying my rent, while you paying my light bill. I took
Woo!
your man. Huh?
Mm.
Yeah. So
I done
she
told y'all it's gonna come out that Martell and Destiny been in
yeah,
cahoots from day one.
yeah.
I'm sticking to that. That's my thought, my opinion. I mean, it is what it is.
Well, one content creator was saying that he said, yeah, but he did it in a sarcastic way, like I don't really mean it, but he said, yeah. It's like, you know how somebody puts something in your face, but they do it in a way so you don't know whether to take it for real or not.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So they say he said, yeah. And but he did it in a sarcastic way, like he just playing. No, he's saying it. He's telling you the truth. That's the thing about Hotel. He'll tell you the truth, but you don't receive it because you think it's too far fetched. But he'll tell you the truth.
Mm. This is a good one, Miss Justice. Miss Micah says, but doesn't make you say about her upbringing as a child. Why didn't the state automatically give her to her dad, being that he was next of kin when she was placed in foster care? I want to say that I kind of heard that he was out there in the beginning as well. You know, I think as he got a little older, maybe his health started to bring him in. I'm not really sure on that. What you
Mhm.
think, Miss Justice?
Well, I'm like this here, and uh, I'm just saying what I think. The apple don't fall far from the tree. It's
Mm-hmm.
always mama's baby and daddy's maybe.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
So where how do we know if she even knew back then who her daddy was? Look at
Mm,
how she acts. She didn't know who her baby daddy was. I
mm,
call that
mm,
generational curses. So
mm,
what if she didn't
mm.
know till later who her daddy was? Because legally he would be the next of kin. And why? Where was the mother? Did she pass?
That's up in the air. One minute
Yeah,
she's deceased, the next minute she's still out there on the street. So
yeah,
you
yeah,
know, but you know, instead of messing with Mel, she has storylines. She
yeah,
just don't want to use them. This girl
yeah,
literally has a lot of storylines.
yeah. She could have been searching for her mom.
Yes. Tiffany Whitlow did that up there. She
Yeah, for
went
her.
searching
Yeah,
for her dad.
that's right. That's right. She could. That's a great storyline to see the ins and out and what you go through and how you feel about trying to locate somebody who wasn't there for you and what your intentions are and how you want your his grandchild to know him. And I mean, that was been a wonderful storyline.
But keep in mind, Mel did say, you know, when her aunt passed, somebody just like her mom, Carlos didn't want that kind of stuff. So
Oh yeah.
that probably wouldn't have worked for her. That's not what he's looking for.
Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm.
It's
No, he
sad,
don't want
but,
that.
you know. But you know
But
what?
they had Miss Fletcher out there on top of the grave. I heard.
Oh,
I I heard she was
that
sprawled all out on top of the grave.
she was, but Miss Justice, that fell in line with what the plot was up against Mel. I
Oh,
left
okay.
my
Yeah.
dying
Yeah.
mom to go
Yeah.
and be with you. So of course you got to go to the grave site and they all on the grave. Okay,
Yeah.
it's more believable now. You know, Miss Micah says I feel the same about that. About not falling too far from what you raised around. I guess a tree. I feel the same about not falling too far from what you raised around a tree. I don't know about that. It's like I really don't understand that one. Maybe you left out something. I don't know. But yeah, she was very convincing when they saw on TV. You laid all out there on the ground on the grave. Come on now.
Did you
She,
get by any chance get a picture or anything of that headstone? They say that the headstone was in one year, but it
mm-hmm.
was a year that Mel and Martell wasn't. The
They
thing
was
that they was going through was in another year. So how did
yeah.
you leave Mama if she was already dead? That's what they saying now.
That is true. That is
Yeah,
true. It is true.
yeah,
I think it was September her mom passed, but in 2022 or something like that. I had
yeah,
to go down somewhere. But yeah, it wasn't even matching up what she said.
yeah. That's what they were saying. So it didn't even match. So how was you leaving her to go see about Mel?
And why would you go out there on the grave site doing all that, knowing people can look at that grave site and zoom in and pull up the dates and stuff?
They don't think. They don't think. They don't think that people think.
Mm,
Yeah. Mel warned him. She said critical thinkers,
mm-hmm.
but they didn't listen.
But it was right there. They zoomed in on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They like let's. It's like playing hide and go seek. Let me see what y'all can find.
We're gonna put the truth right in front of your eyes. Can you see it?
Yeah, can you see it? You're gonna be able to recognize this. It's right here. Hello, I'm here. Oh my goodness, bless her heart. I hope it was worth it. But my thoughts, my opinion, I don't feel like. Well, he don't care about none of them folks on that show. He really
No,
don't.
they all pawns to him, and
Mm-hmm. And it
he's
says,
gonna destroy them couple by couple.
"Ooh, say so." I already said
Mm-hmm.
it. Little
Mm-hmm.
do they know. Keisha, they're all on the Instagram and everywhere else. Girl, you better get on your knees and pray, cause
I'm
Carlos is
telling you.
coming. He's coming,
Mm-hmm.
girl.
He coming, and the lost is African too. Woo! They say he no longer in that big fine mansion no more. Like that
I
African
know.
told him these boots are made for walking. Now walk.
You don't see all the shoes like you used to see them in there.
No, he did the downsize now.
Yeah, I think the African guy is gone or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But all of this don't have to be necessary. If I were mayor, I'm sure all kinds of thoughts be running through my head. Is he doing all of this because he want my ex, or
Yeah.
have he let my ex
Or
steal his
have you
business?
already
All
had my
kinds of thoughts.
ex?
Yes,
Yeah. I think I would have to hire just to know the truth. I would hire me a private detective and say, just find out what's really going on with them. And
you
just
will, Miss Justice. Mm.
I ain't no telling. What man, even if you're not with the woman anymore, but you got children that you love so much, and you have loved this woman to the point that you asking her to take you back, what man in that position will sit and let another man low rate her? How do you do that?
I
And at
don't
the
know, but people better realize, Miss Justin. Didn't mean to cut you off, but this is what I always tell people. Anytime that you want to know something,
mm-hmm,
you better ask God to prepare you for what you're going to find out or see.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Because lots of times we want to know, but we ain't
mm-hmm.
ready for what we see or what we find out. You got to
That's
be
right.
careful with that one.
That's right.
Mm-mm,
And, and you got to be willing to accept what you learn.
that part.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people don't be ready. That's why I say you
Mm-hmm.
better pray and ask God, Lord, whatever it is, let me prepare my mind, Lord.
Yeah.
Get me right for it. Because you don't know.
You don't know. I'm
And then
telling you.
send you to the they used to call it the third floor at the hospitals. I don't know what they
Yeah, the
call it
nut
now.
boy.
Yeah, send you over there. Miss CK says CK definitely will. Yes, them keep on messing with. Oh, he gonna get there.
Mm-hmm.
Trust and believe. She
Mm-hmm.
thought she was talking loud and saying nothing.
Hmm.
She
Yes,
she
indeed.
he gonna get her too.
Mm-hmm. He can get her. If she's still there, he might be the got rid. He might have used her for what he needed her for, and she might be gone now.
It's a
Because
possibility because
yeah,
they said they moved to Tennessee or somewhere, so I don't know.
mm,
All that mess she done let Maurice do to her. All they needed to do for me, make me happy, was bring Kyle back on that show one more time.
for real, for
And
real.
Kyle, I need you to put her in her place, let her know what she was, let her know
Mm-hmm.
how you remember and you have replayed things in your head, how she
Mm-hmm.
came about, went to your ex tour parties and all of that
Mm-hmm.
stuff. You ain't slick
Mm-hmm.
Kenny.
And tell what your son saw while he was there.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm sure if he's staying out all night driving drunk now, he was doing it back then too.
Oh yes. But you know
Mm-hmm.
what? Let me tell you, when it first happened, I really believe that when he said that Kyle cheated on him first. But as the story begins to unfold and we see more and more and more, I'm like, wait a minute. She could have been out
Mm-hmm.
there cheating too, but Maurice, you was out there as well.
Mm-hmm. She probably got, if she did, she was lonely at home. She probably
Mm,
got lonely and got tired. He ain't gonna straighten up, so I'm gonna find me somebody.
yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
really believe that they brother Basement Billy plays a lot in with the
Mm-hmm.
stuff that they doing and all that stuff. 'Cause they tense up and they like freeze up when that dude come around or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Why you acting like that? That's your brother.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? There's a little bit of basement Billy in each one of them.
Say it again. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah. He just a full overblown basement Billy, but there's a piece of him. in each one of them. Each
Mm-hmm.
one of them got a little basement in them.
Mm-hmm. But you know, Marceau seemed a little bit more afraid of him than Maurice.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
He
did.
did. When they had that scene and he was at the
Hmm.
park bench or whatever,
Yeah, and my
Marceau did
thing is, I think they were afraid of what he might tell on them.
that too. Mm-hmm.
Because when they was all sleeping, he said seven in a bed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And you know
And
what
then, and,
basically Billy said what happened to him when he was in the military, so he claimed it happened in the
yeah,
military.
and you know what that woman said that when she was at what is it, Credit One with the two brothers at the same time. So
Mm-hmm.
y'all used to bumping and grinding.
Ooh. Mm.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And Billy ain't got no coop. Basement Billy will just blurt it out. You remember when you did this here? You hurt me.
You know, I knew that man was crazy when he was gonna make Miss Van be with him. I
Yeah.
knew that dude was crazy.
They were scared of him too. hmm
Yeah, but Kimmy was never called out for bringing that dude up there. And he said that Kimmy was the main one that was telling him what to do and how to get on the show.
Well, he
None of
said
that was
Kimmy was
never
his
discussed.
woman first. Now he said that.
Yeah, but they say her and Maurice, the one that helped them get on the show. He said that on
Yeah,
his live.
yeah. They helped him get on, but he said Kimmy was his woman first.
Pass around.
Yes,
Mm,
yes, not just a side chick with a handlebar.
mm. I think the moral of the story is
Yeah, he said that was his first. So Maurice
yeah,
was.
the people on the show want Mel to be
Hmm.
like them because they probably feel
Yeah,
they done did
yeah,
some
she
of the
didn't fit
lowest.
in. Yeah, she didn't fit in.
Yeah.
She was an outsider. You remember that movie came on back in the day, The Outsiders?
Mm-hmm.
And they have all these people in the town all walking around like zombies and so forth. But then it'd be some
Mm-hmm.
people who have to pretend they're a zombie in order to live.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
We what they say. I'm gonna tell y'all. Everybody says this. I'm starting to hear it a lot now. Wanda hit Kimmy dead on when Wanda said Kimmy was a snake. Wanda did not lie. Wanda
She
hit
did
that.
not.
Wanda put that nail. She hit that one just right.
That's probably the only truth. Well, she told two truths. She said her daughter was stanky,
Oh,
and she said Kimmy was a snake. So she done told two truths that I know of on this
yeah,
show.
yeah, she did.
Hmm.
She really called that. She said you got to watch Kimmy. Kimmy sneaky. She's a
Yeah,
snake.
yeah, she said it. Yeah,
I
she
heard
did.
somewhere where Wanda had went live the other night. I didn't see it,
I
but
didn't even.
I heard somebody said Wanda said CK will clean the house. It ain't by his choice if he clean the house. You can trust and believe that.
Hmm.
What you mean he
Unless,
cleaning house? Getting rid
uh,
of who? Anybody left? Sunny Mel? Well, the other shows, them other people over there left.
yeah, unless she didn't, he'll tell her anything because he can. Crazy as she is, all he got to do is, I'm gonna show your garbage truck on my show.
Oh,
That's gonna give you some publicity,
she called it
and
a
I'm
garbage truck, not a
and I
garbage truck.
and I'm gonna give you $200 so you can
Mm.
buy some more garbage to put in it. And then she happy. So, and he might have told her, I'm finna clean house. I'm getting rid of Dusty and blah blah blah. And so she'll know a little something to make her feel important, make her feel special.
Well, if he get rid of Destiny, it look like he's swapping them out. Wonder one
Yeah,
season, Destiny the next season.
that's
Wonder
what he
one,
do.
you
That's what he
know.
do.
Mm.
hmm He
And
used each one for his
yeah,
purpose.
people saying Mel got fired. Wait, what?
Oh,
Do
please,
y'all
yeah.
okay? Y'all make it make sense. Do you really think that OWN would let that
Mm-mm.
happen? I mean, they letting a lot of stuff what we think what look like to us slide through, but I don't even believe it's sliding through. I think they letting Carlos hang himself.
But well, for one thing, Carlos can't fire her because he don't sign her check. She gets paid by own.
Mm-hmm.
And when she said my lawyers have sent paperwork, that frees any firing right there. Everything
Mm.
stops. Everything stands still. We in litigation, baby. Nothing
Oh,
moves.
mm. And
Mhm.
Miss Face says I have not seen her truck, and I drive through Bessemer every day. Whoa.
It might be repossessed from a paint job she didn't pay for.
I was finna say, wait a minute. That truck was old. What?
Yeah, she had got it painted purple or something.
Mm.
Mm.
It's some kind of blue. It's
Oh,
some kind of blue it is. It's a
yeah,
pretty truck.
yeah. But you got to
Whoever
pay for that
painted it,
paint
they
job.
did it. They did an excellent job on it. They really
Uh-huh.
did.
Yeah, and they'll come get it if you don't pay for them paint jobs too. They put a lien on it.
Oh, it ain't like they ain't had a lien before, Miss Justin. What
Thank
you talking
you. That's the leaning family. That's the leaning family.
about? They don't care.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they're trying to do something to mail all this stuff they had to talk about. They didn't have to do all that evil stuff they did. They have storylines if they just talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't care for that reunion because Carlos let them Scott sit up there scot free. Why they even show up to the reunion? He didn't ask them no questions. He
Mm-mm.
asked Maurice that one question, and that was it.
Yep.
He
And then
and then
Kimmy
said
and
Maurice
Kimmy got
did.
smart with him too. Kimmy got
Mm-hmm.
smart with him.
Mm-hmm.
Surely did. She
She
ain't like them questioning her man.
she just let Maurice make a fool out of her. That's why he won't never show her no respect.
Well, see, he got so much on her now that she under his thumb. He probably done taped her and everything. He don't think that one did it, the others didn't do it. This the boys' club. They all did it. Get them on tape. Do this here.
Mm-hmm.
Do that. They all did. He done taped her so many ways. Hair on, hair off. He
Mm-hmm.
done
Hey,
taped
Miss
her.
Alicia, I think I said it right. She says, "Hello, everyone. Please hit the like button and share the video. Look at you coming through. Taking charge. Love it. Go ahead on, girl. Handle that down there. Y'all, please hit the button." Yeah. He didn't ask him number one question, and then Kim
Mm-hmm.
gonna say, "This not my line of questioning." That tell us right there, y'all lying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's just a shame. Mel has fed so many people. She's helped so many people in this world. And this is
Mm-hmm.
the thanks that she get. But you know what, Miss Justice? It's not for Mel to expect those people to even thank her because God is rewarding her for what she's done. So,
Mm-mm.
it's what it is.
That's right. That's right.
Miss
That's right.
Destiny,
And it ain't being finished yet.
no, right. Miss Destiny, hey, how are you? She says Destiny lying about her age. She 42. Woo, woo. You better come through, Marquez. Hey, Miss Jackson, I don't know if you seen the clip for next week or not, but Marquez
Uh-uh.
gonna ask Martell. He got like a little bouquet of flowers or something in his hand. He gonna
Uh-uh.
ask Martell to my, hey, is it okay if I get this to me? Miss Jackson, he sit it down on the table, then he get on his knee. Mel look like, what are you finna do?
Oh my
I said, and Martell sitting over there looking at him like, boy, if you MF, if you don't get up off your knees, I'm gonna go over there and punch you in your throat.
God.
Martell didn't like that part. Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness.
Marquez don't care. Marquez is the real one. They need to keep him on that show.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And then he say he got his woo-woo shirts.
Yes, yes, Marquez be coming through. And let me tell you something else too. Ken sitting over there trying to boost about talking about I'm taking care of your kids. If you doing that from your heart, Ken, that would not be the top thing that you always gotta say. What you doing for that for that man's kids? Keep it to yourself. But when he said that, Marquez said at the end of the day, they still my kids.
Thank you.
And then
Take care of them.
Ken gonna say something that Marquez at that point, Miss Just Marquez stood up. Little Marquez look like he about
Yeah.
short and stuff. Marquez stood up like, yo, what you want to do?
Uh-huh.
What you
Uh-huh.
want to do?
Marquez, see, people judge. My husband used to say, never judge. They say, never judge the
The book by the cover.
yeah, that too. But never judge the it's not the boat, but it's the motion of the ocean that
Motion
caused
of
the
the
action.
ocean.
Yeah. And little
Hmm.
Marquez, he gonna be some motion. He get up under that big hunky man who can't bend because he's so swole and just tap him
Yes,
up. Mm-hmm. I don't
yes.
think they want to mess with that little man because he looks like he gonna go into another zone.
I done told them Marquez is not the one to be played with.
Uh-uh.
He was still sitting down. Marquez stood up like, what you want to do? Y'all better call security. The men on the stage, y'all better come get Marquez because he getting ready to cut loose.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Marquez gonna
Mm-mm.
cut loose next week, and then look, whenever they get into it, the show gonna go off. That's it. That's it.
Mm-mm.
That's all.
Mm-mm.
But they really said they had a fight though.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my goodness. Well, Marquez still, I ain't heard nothing about him in no hospital or nothing. So Big Bad Ken didn't get to do nothing or something. So
My
you that
thoughts, my opinion. Ken
yeah.
looked suspect to me. Ken looked like
Uh-huh.
he looked suspect. Ken
Ken
ain't
is
nothing but
suspect.
mouth. Ken ain't finna do
Uh-huh.
nothing.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Ken too swole to do anything.
I really think he low key afraid of Marquez though.
I think he low key girl.
That too.
Just ain't nothing but a big old gal. That's all. Just a big
Oh
old gal.
Lord. Yes. Miss Elisa says, I like Marquez. He is the T. Yeah, he is. But honey,
Hmm.
if you could seen that look that came on Marceau's face when Marquez get down on that knee in front of Mel and Mel jerked back. Mel like, wait, what he finna do? What boy, what you doing down there? I don't know what he said. I don't know what boy. I said, look at Marquez. Martell sitting over there. Martell sitting over there. You know Martell was mad too now.
Uh huh.
I said, oh
That's
my goodness.
that's
Mm.
good. I like that. Thank you, Marquez.
Yes, Marquez. I'm telling y'all, Marquez be making that daggone show. Miss Elisa
Hmm.
said he is the man. Marquez is. They better
Yeah,
put
and
blame on him. What you say, Miss Justice? She might have got a call. But y'all, I thought Tisha was so slow when she said that Mel disrespected her whenever Marceau sent a text message to my he was rooting for Mel and Martell, and Mel said, you rooting for just me or the both of us. Tisha thought that was disrespectful. I said that girl is there's something wrong with Tisha, y'all. There's something wrong with her. What was disrespectful was when Marceau took Mel that bottle of wine by himself. That was disrespectful. But she didn't think that was, y'all. I'm confused. This girl got all these degrees, which we have yet to see, but she thinks she's smarter than everybody else. Well, this show has been a show enough roller coaster. Miss Justice had dropped down. We done been out here for about 2 hours anyway. Miss Elisa, thank you for coming through and checking the people down there in that good old chat. Now hit that like button for me. You know, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. But I don't know where Miss Justice went and what happened, but we done been out here for about 2 hours. I thank y'all for popping in and coming through. I love y'all so much. And y'all know what I'm getting ready to do. Get myself ready for tomorrow. It is a Monday, a work day. Let me read Miss Faith. She says they going to make Jason come on the stage. Oh, they don't want Jason on the stage now. Miss Elisa says, take the lies off the show and Destiny. Miss Elisa, I think if they revamp that show and let Mel take over, I think the show will still go on, but we can only hope and pray. But y'all know what I'm looking forward to? That's tomorrow, Destiny's Mental Monday, with all of this stuff that has come out. And we know that she's seen these clips as well as each and every one of us have seen them. Um, I'm waiting to see what she's going to talk about tomorrow. So this is gonna be interesting. I haven't seen Carlos post anything about his what do you call his um something on Monday. But yeah, I'm waiting to see what the both of them gonna talk about tomorrow, what they coming out with. This has been a whole hot mess all over the place, and I hate it. I hate it so bad for Mel and the kids, because you know that's triggering for Mel. Keep reliving this same old stupid mess with this darn Martell. I wish he'd go. I'm gonna be good. Miss Faces, just squad. What you think about Ready to Love? It was good. I did see that. I saw the couple. I actually have a picture of the couple that was up there previously, and they got married. One was Doctor. I forgot her name, but she was a doctor anyway. Oh, Tommy Miles came through. Yes, trying to be and act like Steve Harvey. That's what he's trying to do. I'm just messing. But yes, it was pretty good. They had 10 up there. I'm glad he didn't boot nobody off the other night. Um, they did nominate them to be off, but he gave them a second chance. So hopefully, you know, that these people can find some love, you know. Yeah, I think love is hard to find today. You ask me at the age of 56. That's just my thought. Miss Elisa says, I bet she won't talk about no, she ain't gonna talk about that. She ain't gonna talk about that. But you know what? It's never her, Miss Elisa, that comes up with these topics or whatever. It'll be Dion that say, you know, we gotta talk about this, you know, I'm gonna talk about that, what I saw in the show. And then at that point, I don't know if she's told Destiny what she's gonna ask her or what, but Destiny always looks surprised. Whether she know or not, she still looks surprised behind it. So, you know, it's gonna be interesting to see if they talk about this. I want to know what Destiny was thinking coming out there with that foolishness. Like she crazy. Girl, go sit down somewhere. Don't make no sense. Always talking about her child too. That little boy gonna be old enough one day, girl, and he gonna have his cell phone and he gonna pull up this mess because you know it's up here. He gonna pull up all this mess that you have done to this lady. She need to go. She should have been gone to jail a long time ago. Um, but but I did have. She's not in here. I haven't seen her. Miss Denise was in here. She was telling us this morning, y'all, about the things and how women in Alabama is not protected and stuff. It kind of it bothered me. We can only pray. We never know when our time is gonna be up or anything like that. But to be taken away by um domestic violence or whatever, that's just terrible. And then she did speak about a lady that was actually at the courthouse, and she was pleading and asking for help. I guess the what they called it, the protection order didn't even help that lady. And the boyfriend gunned her down right there at the courthouse. I was like, man, this is crazy, y'all. It is so crazy. Miss Elisa says, I'm your vet bill. I'm your vet bill, Elise. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, y'all. It's just a praying time, y'all. We don't know when the end of times is coming, and people today don't let these folks worry you. Um, I'm so proud of Mel. I'm so proud of her for taking a stand, leaving this show, walking away, because that was really a big piece that was had her and Martell tied together. She walked away from that. We can only pray and hope for the best and pray for safety for her, her mom, her kids, and people on her side of the family or whatever. But anywho, y'all, Destiny crazy. Sitting up there she just make up stuff with the drop of the dime, just like that. She just come up with stuff just like that. I be like, man, this girl right here, oh my God. Sometimes y'all it be like unbelievable. You be like, did she just say that? But anyway, Miss Elisa says everyone has to keep praying for them. Absolutely, we sure do, and we will continue to pray for them. But like I said, y'all, I'm so happy. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Um, and that this is not gonna mean that I'm not a millimeter because I love Mel and her kids. Never met them, don't know them at all. But even if this show would go on, y'all, I want to see how Tisha, and I might will look at one episode. I'm not gonna say I'm not. I'm on the fence, but I would want to see how Tisha them handle this whole show without Mel, since they think they the boss. They want to be the boss. That's just the only reason why I would want to look at it, just to see. Okay, y'all think y'all got this? Okay, let's see what y'all do with it. Other than Carlos finna destroy y'all as well, given a chance. But anyway, y'all, I love y'all. I've been on here for about 2 hours. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for coming through. If you didn't hit the like button, please hit the like button on your way out. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. It's for free. I greatly appreciate y'all, and I love y'all so much. Miss Faith, you have a good day. Miss Justice, my battery out. See you the next live. All right, Miss Justice, love you. I love all of y'all. Thank y'all. And y'all have a good Sunday afternoon. Bye.